What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video of the day. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying me hitting the bag. This is my new form content, if you will. I'm just experimenting with a few different things, just trying different things out, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't, seeing what I think really is authentic is really what I'm doing. But I'm going to try and keep some videos shorter than others. And today, I'm just going to say a sentence and go off that. Believe in the work, man. Believe in the work. It's impossible to fail if you're putting in work. It's just impossible, man. It really is. You know, in this world of illusions and the puffed up chest and the facades and the games and all of this stuff. Like, I was on YouTube today and I'm having a look at all these Sigma Mill videos and power games and Machiavellianism and all this stuff. And you know what? It really does seem to me that it is the devil's game to just make people into bitter cynists and nihilists, which, you know, don't get me wrong. If you're in a toxic relationship of any kind, I would prefer it that you leave and not stay in there. But at the same time, it's important not to be embittered by that state of mind and even that state of person. It's good to just believe in the potential for good. That being said, have some self-respect and self-preservation about you. But don't let evil take you away from your good. Don't let that happen, man, because it seems like all these videos are just the devil's playground, really, to get people to be embittered assholes. But that being said, you're watching me hit the bag, so let's make this relevant to the bag. I've spent this week going to the gym every single day, training every single day, working out every single day. And what benefits I got from that, number one, on an instant gratification note, was that every single day I felt a sense of achievement. Every single day I felt a sense of I accomplished something and I gave it my all, right? Like, I gave it not mindlessly, not heedlessly, but I was thinking about it, I was improving, I'm making these micro adjustments. You know, I was hitting the bag, so I was kicking in, punching in, all this stuff. So I just want to try and get that technique better, more flusher, more righteous, a righteous puncher. You know, because I really want it to be effective when I'm sparring. And I've got an interclub coming up, so I want it to be the best that I can get it in the next 2 weeks. Well, the next week now. I've got a week from tomorrow until it comes, the day of reckoning. And I just want to say, you know, like, believe in the work, man, because I've been putting in work this whole week and it pays off, bro. It pays off. It really does. It really does work out. It really does make a bloody difference. The fruits of the labour does produce itself, and when it does, man, the result is sweet. Like, I think behind it is everything you've ever wanted, right? Competence, recognition, a skill set, admiration. I mean, if that's your thing, I mean, a little bit of admiration is good, but really I think self-respect and self-confidence and self-esteem is a lot more of a beautiful fruit than gaining the recognition from other people. Other people will give it to you when you have it, but first you have to have it, right? And you give it to yourself, and it has to be worked for. You don't get self-respect or self-confidence by just doing nothing. You get it because, well, think about, this is from Jordan Peterson. We admire people who are like the way we want to be. And you have to ask yourself, am I someone that I'd like to be? And that's such an important question, man, because that really flips the game on its head. Because now you're like, okay, am I really the guy that I'd like to be? Now, you don't have to be him 100%, but are you building him? Are you becoming that man? Let's say, for example, that you admire someone who is a good fighter. I do. I admire great fighters. I admire dangerous but competent and capable men. I do. I admire them. I admire people who are competent and capable. And people who are self-employed. It takes a lot of discipline to do that, but I admire that. And I admire people who are kind. And I admire people who care about other people. And I admire people who are stoic, and they stand on business, and they don't tolerate disrespect. I admire these things. So that means when I do any of these things, I lose respect for myself, which is terrifying. It's a terrifying thought to think about, because now you're like, I can lose my own self-respect. I can, because I am like another person. I relate to myself almost like I am somebody else. Now, it's very therapeutic, this concept, and there's definitely two ways of going about it, but in general, let's just take the thought and run with it for a second. That's where we are. That's what we're doing right now. And this world, it tries to definitely break your mold. Like, you're unique. You have to understand this. You are unique. Don't try and fit in. The gifts that God's given you, the things that you have, you've got them so that you can blossom in a very unique way. And that doesn't mean you're not going to have what you want. All right? I always used to think, well, because I'm a certain way, I'm never going to find the right partner. That's bullshit. Because whenever I've done the right things that I was meant to do, I always found a partner. And isn't that weird? I feel like that was a message from God. Because when I was doing the wrong things, bro, there was nothing in the world that I could have ever done that would have ever gotten me a girl. And I'm saying it like a girl's like the highest thing, but that's what I used to think back in the day. Now I think the highest thing that I could ever achieve is excellence. It's excellence, it's self-respect, it's achieving what I want to achieve in this life, and being real, being authentic. These are the things that I want now, you know. And if a girl comes along, that's great. Probably will. Usually do. They usually do when I'm on my path and I'm doing what I need to do. I just usually run into them. It's quite funny how it works that way, but it's true. Every time I've done what I needed to do in life, I always ran into a prospective partner. Now, it didn't work out because I was a bad partner, right? I wasn't a very good person. I was very, very arrogant and very insecure still, so I needed to build myself up. But, you know, hey, we can all get there, man. You've got to put in the work, you know? Are you giving 100% in your work? Are you giving 100% in your relationships? Are you giving 100% in these things? And be real, and look, if the answer is no, man, the answer is no. But, like, all right, ask yourself, what can I have done more? What could I do more? All right? You could always be improving, man. So anyway, I'm going to keep posting videos of my bag work. I'm aspiring as well when I feel, I guess, happy enough to post some of them. But just have a look at these videos of me hitting the bag and see them improve every single... And they will improve every single session. There'll be some sessions where it's a bit off. But generally speaking, I'll always learn something from every session. But be consistent every day, right? Every day. Don't lose the skill building process. It takes every day and you thinking about it every single day. It's like Miyamoto Musashi says, think always about your art. Are you thinking always about your art, man? Think about that. Alright, I'll see you in the next one, man.